Okay, any pains or injuries before we start? Good? Okay. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is Mobility Flow. It is level 1 mobility class, working on drills for flexibility and mobility. Now, if you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, if your hips or your low back are tight, please elevate and sit up on some blocks or some blankets, and that'll make it easier for you to find a lengthy, tall spine when you sit up. Keep palms face up, and fingers come together in mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Grounding evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine, and start to let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front the heart, pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart, chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga, call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyendraha, Bihyendraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up, fingers back together, mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side, elongate through the left side of the neck. And then chin toward the right shoulder, continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release, back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder. Release, back to center, drop left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back. Opposite side, roll the center. A few more rounds at your own pace. And chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And then one more giant circle, chin back toward the chest, and lifting the chin parallel to the floor in neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Let the hands support to either side as you sit up tall, and turning your toes toward each other, and then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Take outer rotation, circling the ankles. Come back to center, switch them around, inner rotations, opposite direction. And come back to center again. Cross your shins, but take the opposite crossing of the legs, so this is your non-dominant side. Inhale, raise the arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Take it back to center, arms up. Twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up, other side. Take it back up, keep your legs crossed, and take the hands to the top of the knees. And in a circular motion, starting with smaller circles, you're going to start to take your spine, take your torso, and in a clockwise position, start to take some circles. And then as you go round and round, take wider and wider circles, then incorporating your elbows and your shoulders in this movement. So just beginning to move your spine, your lower back, your hips a little bit. All right, begin to draw the circle smaller again and come back to a vertical line. Come back to stillness and then begin to take circles in the opposite direction. So this is your counterclockwise. And as you go round and round, begin to draw circles bigger and incorporating your elbows and your shoulders in the movement. And even if your feet comes off the floor on one side as you tip over to the other, that's okay for now. All right, begin to come back to a vertical line, take it back to center, and then extend the legs forward. Pivot your heels, bend your knees, inhale, arms up. Exhale, moving with your arms and shoulders. Reach forward to grab your feet, your ankles, or your shins. Then re-lengthen your spine, and with that neutral spine, think about hinging the hips to draw forward. Now, if you have a little bit more flexibility and you want to start to lengthen out the legs a little bit more, maybe slight bending of the of the knees, working on that. If you have even more flexibility and can take fully extended legs, you can take your legs forward into your forward fold. Now, if your hamstrings and your lower back are tight, right, that's where bending of the knees really help in this forward fold. All right, make your way back up. Stepping your feet about mat's width distance. Stay on your heels. Support with your hands back behind you. Then windshield wipe your knees side to side. Let the feet go wider, about mat's width distance. Yeah. So when your feet go wider, you have a better range of motion here, right? So again, this is just moving your hips and your lower back a little bit. All right, the next time you drop your knees over to the right, stay there and rise up to a seated position, and then walking your hands back behind you, looking toward the back of the room, using your hands as resistance, twist a little bit more. Now keep your right hand supporting to the floor, adjust as you need. You're going to crawl the left hand further toward the back of the room and reach with your left fingertips, taking the twist in a slightly different position. If you have even more in you, walk your left hand even further back, and now your torso is beginning to get lower and lower toward the floor. Alrighty, walking your hands back in and lift the torso back up to vertical and square back to center. Keep the legs as they are and counter twist to your left. All right, take both hands back to the floor slightly behind you and then draw the knees back up and readjust your seat. You're probably off to one side again. So pivoting to your heels, and let's windshield wipe your knees side to side again. All right, the next time you drop your knees over to the left side, stay there and come to a more vertical line with your torso. Walk your hands over to the left side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, facing the back of the room. Now make any adjustments with your left hand to leverage your weight as you need. Then start to crawl the right fingertips toward the back of the room, deepening your twist and beginning to take a forward fold. If you have more in you, crawl your right fingertips even further back, bow forward even more as you deepen your twist. So you should feel really nice on your lower back here. All right, take it back up, walk your hands back in, lift the torso back up, keep the legs as they are, and then counter twist to the right. Release your hands slightly back behind you again. Lift the knees back up. And again, windshield wiper your knees side to side. All right, come back to stillness. Walk your left heel in toward the center line a little bit and take right ankle on top of the left knee. Make sure you flex your right foot and then step your left foot in with your hands supporting. Sit up taller. So you want to lift through your heart center, your sternum, so that you're coming to a more neutral position with your spine. Make sure you flex your right foot. Good. Now, if you have a little bit more flexibility, you're drawing your torso, your chest toward the right shin even more. You can point your fingertips forward. You can point the fingertips back. It doesn't matter as long as you feel strong and supported and that your chest can lift. All right, starting to release, extend the left leg forward. Take the sole of the right foot to the inner left leg. Left hand to the floor for support. Lengthy, tall spine. Raise right arm up. Inhale. Exhale. Reach your right hand forward. And then lean the torso forward. And then grabbing for the foot if you can reach. If you cannot, grab for the ankle or your shin. Whatever you can hold on to for better support. Re-lengthen your spine because maybe you've already rounded. On the exhale, start to make your way slightly deeper forward into your forward fold. Inhale, release that action, and then go a little bit deeper. So every time, progressively, you're going a little bit more into the forward fold, into the stretch. If you need to keep a slight bending of the knee because your hamstrings are tight or your lower back is tight, you can always do that. Otherwise, full extension if you have it. All right, inhale, release, and we'll take it one more time. Exhale, go even deeper. Now this time, if you don't need your left hand on the floor for support, and you can take both hands to either side of the left foot, go ahead and take it, and really breathe into that forward fold. So you should feel a nice stretch to your lower back as well, depending on how extending your left leg is. You might even feel stretch to the back of the left leg. And start to release, make your way back up, keep the legs as they are, and twist to the right. Then ground the right palm to the floor, step the left foot down, standing on top of the right shin. Reach your left arm up and to the back of the room. Then raise your left arm up to the sky and bend your left elbow. Thoracic twist. You're going to thread the left arm underneath your right and twist. Will come up and down 5 times. Inhale, lift and expand. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath and twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread is 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread is 4. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread is 5. You can stay there in the threading of the arms. You can take the left hand to the floor for better support. You can even bend your right elbow to get a little bit lower in your twist. And release, make your way back up, and re-extend the left arm to the back of the room first, and then take the seat back down, square back to center. Keep the left leg extended. Draw the right heel back this time. Now try to get the legs to 90 degrees if you can. If you cannot, and your hips are tight, you can go for less than 90. All right, left hand to the floor for support. Right arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to reach your right hand forward, and then with a neutral spine, the best of your abilities, lean the torso forward, grabbing your foot, ankles, or your shins. Inhale, release that action a little bit. Exhale, let's lean forward a little bit deeper. Let's release, and let's go one more time. Exhale, go even deeper. And then inhale, take your torso back up. Keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to the right. Then release your left hand to the inside of the left leg. Raise your right arm up overhead, and then start to side bend to your left over your left leg. Inhale back to center. If you have a little bit more range, slide the left hand out as you side bend again. And then coming back up. And then this time, side bend even more. If you can, take your left forearm down to the floor. Keep reaching your right hand overhead to the front of the room. Or if you can bind the right hand to your left foot, take your bind. So Ivan, I would like you to do this. Reach your right hand behind you to your lower back. Press the top of the hand to your lower back so you can steer the front of the right shoulder up and back so you can rotate your torso to face the right side as you take the side bend. All right, inhale, take it back up. Keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to your left. Heather the other way, the other direction to your left. All right, square back to center. You're going to bend your left knee and draw the left heel in. So now you have a letter S with your legs. Left hand stays to your floor. Right arm forward and bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left. 5 times. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. One more time. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Stay twisting to your left. If you want, you can take the right hand to the top of the left leg for resistance and pull against your left leg to twist deeper. Square back to center. Raise your right arm up. Exhale, slide over to your left as you side bend. Come back to vertical or almost vertical. Side bend even more by bending your left elbow. Take it back to vertical. This time, side bend even more. If you can, left forearm comes down. Reach through your right fingertips. If you have less range, maybe your left arm is still full extended and just side bending in this way. Good. All right, start to make your way back up to vertical. Carry your right leg forward. Carry your left leg forward. And then gently just shake it out a little bit. All right, separate your feet about max width. Inhale, take the arms up high. Exhale, reach forward, grabbing the insides of your feet, ankles or your shins. Then re-lengthen to the best of your abilities, and then lengthen to draw forward, hinging at the hips. So again, a slight bending of the knees if you need it, or full extension if you have that. All right, take it back up. Step the feet to the floor. And then let's windshield wiper your knees side to side again. All right, come back to center. Step the right heel in towards center. Left ankle on top of the right knee. Make sure you flex your left foot. Then step the right foot in. And then with your hands supporting, either your fingertips point forward or back, just lift your sternum up, straighten out your spine, and then lean your torso toward your left shin. So there's a hip opener here. Two more breaths. All righty, starting to release, extend the right leg forward. Sole of the left foot to your inner right leg. Right hand to the floor for support. Left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach your left hand forward, and then with a lengthy spine, tip the torso forward, hinging at the hips, then grabbing your foot, ankles, or your shins, whatever you can hold on to. You probably already rounded your spine, so on the inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. So try to keep a neutral spine the best you can, and bending of the right leg if you need to. Take a few more breaths here. On the inhale, release that action a little bit. Exhale, let's deepen that forward fold. So you should feel a nice stretch to your lower back primarily and to the back of the right leg, depending on how much you're extending. Let's release the action one more time, and then deepen the forward fold. Now, if you don't need your right hand on the floor for support, grab the other side of the foot, and you can deepen that fold. Alrighty, beginning to release. Keep the legs as they are, and then twist to your left. Then ground the left palm to the floor, step the right foot down, lift up onto your left shin. Reach your right arm to the back of the room. Then raise your right arm straight up and bend your right elbow. Threading the needle, thoracic twist. Draw the right arm underneath left, thread it through. Inhale, lift 5 times. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread is 4. Inhale, lift. This time, exhale, thread and stay there. You can take the right hand to floor for support. Bend your left elbow a little bit. Go deeper in the forward fold. Go deeper into your thoracic twist. All right, lift back up. Re-extend the right arm to the back of the room. Get length to your right side again. And then taking a seat down, square back to center. Then this time, draw the left leg back behind you. If you can, 90 degrees, less than 90 is okay. Then right hand to your floor for support. Left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward to grab the right foot. Then re-lengthen. You can grab the ankles or your shins as well. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, release that action just a little bit. Exhale, let's deepen. Let's take one more. Inhale. Exhale, deepen even more. Inhale, make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are. Exhale, counter twist to your left. Then take the right hand to the floor, to the inside of the right leg. Reach your left arm overhead, and then side bend toward the front of the room over your right leg. Inhale, release that action a little bit. Exhale, slide the right hand further forward as you deepen the side stretch. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend even more. If you have the range, your right forearm can come down, reaching your left hand forward or binding your hand to the foot. Better this side, Ivan. A little bit more open. The other side was a bit of a struggle for you. All right, starting to release. Make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are and twist to the right. Square back to center. Bend your right knee, draw the right heel in. Keep the right hand on the floor, left arm forward, and bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist 2 more times. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting. Left hand to outer right leg. Apply a little bit of pressure to deepen your twist. Square back to center. Left arm up. On the exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale back to center. Side bend over to the right. Inhale back to center. Side bend to the right. If you have the range, your right forearm can come down and extend even more. Inhale, take it back up. And then swing the left leg forward, swing the right leg forward, and then walk out your feet side to side. Okay? And then start to lower onto your forearms. Now, once you're on your forearms, right, try not to collapse your mid and upper back, but instead press your forearms down and lift your chest and engage your upper back by kissing your shoulder blades toward each other. Your gaze is at an angle slightly forward. Once you're set, take the legs together and then start to bend your knees and draw the knees in. Keeping your feet close to the floor, you're going to extend the legs and draw the legs forward. Inhale, knees in. Exhale, extend the legs forward 5 times. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, extend as 3. Inhale, draw the knees in. Exhale, extend 4. Inhale, draw the knees in. Extend 5. Stay there. Left foot stays down. Right leg is up. Switch legs simultaneously. Left leg up, right heel down. Switch legs. Right leg up. Switch left leg up. Switch right. Switch left. Right, left. Right, left. 6, 6. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Both legs up. Then lower the legs almost all the way down 5 times. Lift and lower. Lift. Lowers 3. Lift. Lowers 4. Lift. Lower all the way down. Slide the arms forward. Lower your upper back. Then bridge pose, bend your knees, step the feet to the floor, draw the heels in. So your feet should be about hips width distance. With your fingertips, feel for the back of the heels. Once you have that, press your heels down, lift your feet, going into a back bend. Now keeping your legs as they are, separating your hands. Then you're going to reach your arms up and overhead, up and alongside, up and overhead, up alongside, up overhead, up alongside, up overhead, total of 10, up alongside, up overhead, up, this is 5, up overhead, up 6, up overhead, up 7, up overhead, up 8, up overhead, up 9, up overhead, up all the way down, lowering your seat, and then drawing your knees in towards the chest, hugging your knees in. Then step the right foot to the floor. Left ankle on top of the right knee. Flex your left foot. Then lift the right foot off the floor. Thread the arms through to grab the right shin and lifting your head and the upper back. Really hug the right knee in toward the chest. Keep the legs as they are, and then just extend the right leg up to the sky. Grab the back of the right leg. Then undo your left arm out of your legs, and then walk your hands to either side of the right leg and walk as high up as you can, and then keep drawing your right leg in. Then begin to release. Step the right foot back down, lowering your head and the upper back. Then switch legs. Left foot comes down. Right ankle on top of the left knee. Then pick up the left foot, threading the arms through to grab the front of the left shin, lifting your head and the upper back, and really hugging your left thigh in. Then extend the left leg up to the sky, grab the back of the left leg. Then undo your right arm to walk your hands up the left leg and lift the head and the upper back further away from the floor and keep drawing your left leg in toward the chest. Release, bend your left knee, step the left foot down, lower your upper back and the back of the head, step the feet to the floor about max width distance again. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Then the next time you draw your knees over to the left side, you're going to drop the knees down to the floor and then take your left ankle to the outer right knee and press your outer right leg down toward the floor. Step the left foot back down, draw the knees back up, windshield wiper again, side to side. Then the next time your knees fall over to the right side, stay there, and then take right ankle to the outer left leg and press down. Start to release, your right foot back down, pick up the knees side to side again, windshield wiper. All right, come back to center to stillness. Hug both knees in. And they're going to roll up and down along the spine until you come to a seated position. Once you come to a seated position, left heel comes in. Swing the right leg all the way back, coming to your pigeon. So let's measure out your pigeon. So you want your left side to angle out to the side, 30 to 45 degrees. You want to stand on top of the left shin with your hands supporting. Into right knee as far back as you can so you can lower your hips a little bit. Untuck your toes, walk your hands back, elongate through your spine. You should feel nice and level here. And if you did this right, you should feel like you don't even need your hands to balance here. Okay, once you're set, walk your hands forward. You can stay in your forearms or you can make pillows with your hands. All right, start to lift back up, walk your hands back in. Take the left feet down, swing the right leg all the way around, and you're probably off to the left side a little bit, so center your seat. Then leg cradle with your hands underneath your right foot. Flex your right foot, sitting up tall, and elevate your left heel. Sorry, elevate your right heel. My fault. After you switch, I was like, wait a minute, you're right to correct me there. All right, so it's your right heel, sorry. All right, and then you're going to elevate as high as you can, and then start to draw the right knee back. Extend the right heel further forward. Draw the right knee back. Extend the right heel further forward. One more time. Draw back and stay there. So these are hip opening for leg cradle. Then draw the right leg all the way around. To the best of your abilities, thread your arms underneath your right shin, and then sitting up tall, draw the shin toward the chest. Now, this is a little bit difficult for you, right? You can be down here and sitting up tall and elevate. Or you can lift the heel higher, but take the shin more like an angle forward. So all of those are good options, right? So they're all just different degrees of leg cradle. Make sure you flex your foot, Sarah. Yes. All right, starting to release. Swing the right leg all the way back. And through that pigeon, you're going to ground the palms, tuck the right toes under, kick your left leg up, three-legged dog. Open up the hips and bend your left knee. As you reach your left knee toward the sky, right heel's reaching down toward the floor. Then re-extend the left leg, step the left foot forward, crescent moon. Left foot comes down, right knee comes down. If you need extra padding to your right knee, you can take your mat, right side folding towards center would double up your mat for more cushioning. Then walk your hands to the top of the thighs, and then lunge your hips forward. So this is a nice right quad stretch and a hip opener. Also good for your right psoas here. Now as you press your hands into your left thigh, think about your belly drawing away from the thighs and the upper torso leaning back, and that's the beginning of the arching of your spine. So this is the beginning of your crescent moon. Now you may stay here with your hands supporting or raise the arms up, Venus Mudra, and reaching up and back. Now if your shoulders are tight, you may not be able to draw the arms this far back, right? So if that's the case, you can separate your hands about shoulders width. If that is tight, you can go really wide with a V position. If your shoulders are really tight and maybe even injured, right, you can bend your elbows with the palms facing forward. So this could be a very nice way of taking the crescent moon with the arms extended or the opening of the shoulders. All right, let's start to release. Hands back to the floor, half split. Tuck the right toes under. You're going to shift your hips over your right knee so you have a vertical line with your right thigh. Flex your left foot, hands to support. Inhale, re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, best of your abilities. Folding forward. If you can fully extend the left leg, fantastic. If not, keep a slight bending of the knee. So you're looking to eventually lengthen the back of the left leg, the hamstrings. If you're tight, you may not be there just yet. That is okay. Begin to step the left foot back down, hands to either side of the left foot, tuck the right toes under, lift the knees, so now you're in a low lunge. Keep the right hand to the floor, raise your left arm up to extend on your twist. Reach your left arm forward to the front of the room, extend it revolved. Half bind, left arm up and behind you to your lower back and twist deeper. Then raise your left arm back up to the sky and left hand to the floor for a low lunge. Warrior one, ground the back heel down and rise up. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Side angle, you can modify elbow to the top of the knee or the hand to the floor if you can touch down easily, right arm reaching up. Extended side angle, right palm face down, reach forward. Half bind, right arm up and behind you. Inhale, come all the way up. Reverse warrior. Triangle, lengthen out the left leg. Left hand to the top of the shin if you're less flexible. Left hand to the floor if you're more flexible. Right arm up. Extended triangle, right palm face down, reach forward. Half bind, right arm up and behind you. Inhale, come all the way back up, reverse triangle, left leg stays extended as you reach your left arm up and back. And bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up baby cobra. So your belly and your lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down so you're still hovering. Inhale, lift up a little higher. The belly, lower ribs away from the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it for cobra. Lower all the way down, child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Take it to down dog. Pigeon second side. Raise the right leg up. Draw the right knee in. Land the shin to the floor. So your right thigh angles out 30 to 45 degrees. Inch your left knee as far back as you can so you can lower your hips, untuck your toes. Walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. And then once you're set and you're feeling pretty good, you can walk your hands forward, forearms down, or making pillows with your hands. Alrighty, start to make your way back up. Walk your hands back in. Take the right seat down and swing the left leg all the way around. You're probably off to the right side a little bit, so center your seat. And bending your left knee, starting with the preparation for leg cradle. So your hands are supporting the underside of your right foot, left foot. All right, once you have that, you want to start to find a lengthy tall spine first, and then elevate your left heel. If you have a little bit more in you, raise your left heel even higher. Then start to draw the left knee back. Extend the left heel forward. Draw the left knee back. So you're going to hip opening. Extend forward. Draw back and stay there and hold. Then draw the left shin across to thread the arms to the best of your abilities underneath the left shin. Make sure you flex your left foot to protect the ankle joint and the knee joint of the left leg. Now, if you're not able to keep your left shin about parallel to floor, relatively high, you can move the heel further forward at an angle and supporting your foot, right? Or you can go really low and just keep the level that is most comfortable for you, that you're feeling for hip opening. 2 more breaths. Alrighty, starting to break. Swing the left leg all the way back. And then through your pigeon, kick your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Open up the hips and bend the right knee. Staying here as you reach your right knee up, left heel is reaching down. Raise your right leg back up, step it forward between your hands. Left knee comes down, crescent moon, extra padding to your left knee if you need it. Walk your hands to the top of the thighs, and then actively lunge your hips forward, getting into your left quad stretch, left hip opener, left psoas. And then just leaning forward, starting here. And then start to think about your belly leaning away from your thighs. So lean the upper torso back, belly away from the thighs, gently looking up at a slight angle. Once you have that set up, if you want to take the arms up for Venus Mudra, take it. You can again separate your hands into wide position or even cactus your arms. All right, let's start to break. Hands to either side of the right foot. Tuck the left toes under and shift back into half split. So you want to line the left hip up over your left knee with the vertical left thigh. Flex your right foot to get the stretch of the back of the right leg. Slight bending of the knees if you need it because your hamstrings are tight. Supporting with either sides to either hands of the right, either side of the right leg, and then folding forward. Alrighty, stepping your right foot back down to the floor. Frame your right foot with the hands either side. Left knee comes off the floor. This is your low lunge. Left hand stays on floor. Right arm up to twist. Reach your right arm forward to the front of the room. Extend it revolved. Half bind, right arm up and behind you. Raise your right arm back up, right hand to the floor. Warrior one. Ground the back heel, rise up. Open it up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Side angle. You can take the right arm to top of the right leg or the right hand to the floor if you have the extension, left arm reaching up. Extended side angle. Left palm face down. Reach forward. Half bind. Left arm up and behind you. Inhale all the way up into reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg. Triangle. Right hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Left arm up. Extended triangle. Left palm face down. Reach forward. Half bind. Left arm up and behind you. Then inhale all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. This time we'll take Sphinx. Walk your hands forward and then lowering your forearms down. Grab opposite elbows and this will help you measure out shoulders width. And then take your forearms back down and so parallel your arms. Also check that your arms are 90 degrees. So your shoulders and your elbows should line up vertically and then your forearms down. So you should make 90 degrees with your arms. Then think about pressing your belly and your lower ribs toward the floor and that will help you flatten your lower back. Then press your forearms down and lift your chest in opposition and that will give you a deeper middle back bend. I've enjoyed your elbows in a little bit. Yeah, and your right elbow even more. Good. So this is Sphinx. This is your middle back bend. Now, as you reach through your toes back, also think about letting your lower back, your lumbar spine, just kind of release toward the floor. So try to extend through your legs, but without over-activating your glutes, so that also your lower back can just relax and release a little bit here. So a very subtle movement. So hopefully with just a slight release of your lower back, you should feel a very nice release of tension. All right, before we move on, let's reactivate. So let's bring some awareness back to your lower back so you're not just fully released, okay? So now you have a little bit more support again. Turn your left arm in 45 degrees. Walk your right hand slightly further back. And then start to look back behind you past your right shoulder. If you want to bind, bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand to grab the foot and then kick back. All right, release your left foot if you have the bind. Square back to center. Let's come back to Sphinx first, and then switch sides. Right forearm turns in, left hand draws back, and lift the left side. Look past the left shoulder behind you. You may stay here or bind. Bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand, and kick back. All right, release, square back to center, take back to Sphinx. Then press your hands down, lift the elbows slightly so you can draw the elbows out to lower your chest. Walk your hands back, child's pose. Nice and slow, and then transition to draw back because you were in the back bend for quite some time. So go slow, slow, slow into forward fold. Stand on the shins. Lift the torso, walk your hands back in, sitting on top of the heels. Hands together in prayer, interlace, press your palms forward as you round the spine. Inhale, lift the chest, reach your arms up and slightly arching back. Keep the back bend, releasing your hands. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles away, and then lift the heart center up, gaze up into a deeper back bend. Come back to neutral, switch sides. Interlace your fingers, but take the opposite thumb on top. And then reach your palms forward and round the spine. Lift up and slightly arching back. Keep the back bend. Wrap the hands back behind you. Again, interlacing with the non-dominant thumb on top. Broaden your shoulders, reach back, gaze up. Release, come back to neutral, walk your hands forward. Down dog to stretch your legs out a little bit. And then once you're feeling pretty neutral, walk your feet forward toward your hands and gently take the seat down. And then lowering onto your back. Recline twisting. Draw the left knee in, keep the right leg extended. Left arm out to a T and twist to the right. Take it back to center. Switch legs, switch arms, twist to the other direction. Back to center again, hugging both knees in. And then when you're ready, step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward. Shavasana, final relaxation. Feet are separated, toes turn out, arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed, and let it all go. Beginning to draw your breath back in. Moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. When you take a seat, let's take your non-dominant shin on top again so that you can use your non-dominant side a little bit more to even out both sides. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again. See you next time.